This instructional video will show you how to cut gaskets 13 to 61 inches in diameter using Allpax heavy-duty gasket cutter kit. Let's get started. If existing gasket is available, using a pencil, trace outline onto gasket material. Otherwise, lay out outer diameter, inner diameter, and pitch circle diameter directly onto gasket material. Another way to determine bolt hole locations is using a paper template with outer diameter, inner diameter, and pitch circle diameter. Transfer the bolt hole location center pins with piercing tool or pencil tip. Choose center pin approximately ½ inch longer than thickness of gasket material. Insert center pin into center pin handle. Pierce center of gasket material. Disengage center pin handle. Slide washer onto pivot post. Thread knurled nut loosely onto pivot post. Slide pivot post indicator to desired outer diameter on cutter block scale. Tighten knurled nut. Loosen Allen screws on cutter block. Slide cutting blade into position. Position cutting blade to protrude slightly beyond thickness of gasket material. Tighten Allen screws. Position pivot post hole over center pin. Ensure cutter block is lying flat on gasket material. With slight downward pressure on cutting block, rotate cutter block clockwise to make cut. Make several shallow passes to complete through cut. Alternatively, cut halfway through material, turn over, and complete cut. Punch out bolt holes using hole punch. Loosen knurled nut. Slide pivot post indicator to desired ID. Tighten knurled nut. Repeat cutting steps. Cut gaskets up to 61-inch diameter. Heavy-duty gasket cutters accommodate multiple extension bars to increase effective cutting diameter. Locate extension bar without threaded post and stud. Orient extension bar with single hole nearest cutting blade. Slide extension bar onto groove on bottom of cutter block. Insert thin-headed pivot post through single hole on extension bar and through cutter block. Thread knurled nut onto pivot post. Gasket cutters can now cut up to 25-inch diameter. For example, to cut 16-inch outer diameter gasket, position pivot post indicator at 4-inch mark on large scale located on bottom of cutter block. 12 inches plus 4 inches equals 16 inches. To cut gaskets over 25-inch diameter, add additional extension bars. Locate extension bar with threaded post and stud at one end. Insert threaded post and stud through dual holes at free end of installed extension bar. Secure with knurled nut. Position pivot hole at tip of extension bar over center pin and gasket material. Use the center pin handle to hold the center pin in place. With the other hand, grip the cutter block, ensuring cutter block is lying flat on gasket material. With slight downward pressure, rotate cutter block clockwise to make cut. Simultaneously press down on gasket material to prevent rotation.